special plan for next year. If you'd like more information, sales reps are standing by right now to answer your questions at 386-7080. That's 80. That's 386-7080. And you can get tickets for the first two playoff games on an individual basis if you'd like. Playoff games A and B. Give phone charge a call at 432-0200. Operators there until 10 p.m. Those Cap sales reps will be there throughout tonight's hockey game, and they'll make sure you get the best seats available for all of the playoff action at the Capitol Center.
Mark Ferner is up from Baltimore in the American Hockey League, and he's wearing number 40. He leads the pass out. Up to center ice, here's Dino Ciccarelli, a long slap shot. Van Beesbrook makes the save. Now it's taken in behind the net by Bloomberg. He plays it up the boards. Pavanka backs it up. Ciccarelli trying to center, and now Bloomberg chases him behind the net. Here is Mike Ridley to get it. Ridley attempts to put it on the stick of Ciccarelli, but it's played off the boards by Jan Eriksson. Back again to Ciccarelli. Over to Michael Pavanka. Pavanka in the corner, checked by Bloomberg. The puck played off the boards and out of the zone, all the way back inside the Washington end of the rink. This game just over 2 minutes old. There's no score. Washington and New York each have one shot on goal. Alan May throws it in behind the net. Kerry Wilson to pick it up on the right wing. He skates out to center. Left side pass now for Rick Bennett, but his shot is deflected and goes up into the crowd out of play. There's a break in the action. Caps and Rangers just getting started.
Close look at Rick Bennett. Rookie just signed out of Providence College, one of the finalists for the Hobey Baker Award as the top college player in the United States, and it was some great National Hockey League bloodlines of the Bennett family. You remember Harvey Bennett, Kurt Bennett played the National Hockey League.
That award being presented tonight in Detroit to Kip Miller, the winner of the Hobey Baker Award this year, the brother of Kevin Miller of the Rangers and Kelly Miller of the Washington Capitals. And it was a pretty proud moment yesterday for Kelly Miller, who went into the dressing room and told his Washington Capital teammates at the morning skate that his brother had won the award, and his father was on hand with all three of the Millers last night, but the elder Mr. Miller, along with Kip, went back to Detroit for the presentation of that award this evening. So congratulations. What a hockey heritage they've built in that family.
I expect Nordiques will be the beneficiary of Kip Miller's talent.
Puck cleared back inside the Washington zone. Here's Mark Ferner to get it. Ferner plays it off the boards out to center ice, and now Greshner dumps it back inside the Washington zone. Calle Johansson, right wing side for Mark Ferner. Moves it ahead to center. Now drives the puck back inside Ranger territory. The puck behind the goal, and here's James Patrick to get it. Patrick spilled behind the net, and in to pick it up now is Kevin Miller. Miller works it out up to center ice. John Tucker takes over and leads it left side for Bob Joyce. Rangers recover, and Greshner has the puck back in his own end. Off the boards and to the blue line. It skims back to center ice. Hatcher sends it over to Captain Rod Langway. Again to Kevin Hatcher. Right wing pass for John Druce. Slides it across the line. The Rangers recover, and back they come to center. Paul Broughton throws it into the Washington zone. Here's Hatcher back to take it now. Troy Millette keeps it in the Washington end. Langway ties up, and here comes Mike Ridley. Ridley skates to center. Langway pushes it back to the Ranger line, but here comes Nichols on the right wing. A shot. Mike Gartner sent it way up high, right into the chest of Beaupre, who made the save. And the puck cleared all the way down, now back inside the New York zone. Here comes Troy Millette. Back to the Washington blue line. Kevin Hatcher takes over there for the Capitals. Leads it ahead on the right wing, and Dino Ciccarelli gets across the blue line, 3-on-3. The pass to Michael Pavanka. He tries to center, but it's stolen, and the Rangers again come back. Here's Troy Millette. Long slap shot, deflected on goal. Beaupre makes the save and hands it off to Bill Holder. Holder, another recall from Baltimore, sends it ahead on the right side for Ciccarelli at the blue line of New York. Ciccarelli tries to break in close. Holder takes the deflected puck and shoots it into the corner. Horshiva sends it ahead on the left wing side, and the pass to Erickson. He's across the line to Janssens. Mark Janssens drops it off, cutting in. And Chris Nyland back in the Ranger lineup, can't get off a shot. Now Jan Erickson walks right in. He fires, and Beaupre makes the save. Cleared to Johansson. Up the left wing boards now to Courtnall, and he tosses it all the way down the ice back inside the Ranger zone. Horshiva back to get it in his own end. 14 minutes to play here in the first period. No score. New York has outshot Washington 4-1. Erickson dumps it back in the Washington zone. Beaupre out of the net to try and block it, but Nyland keeps it going. Here's Chris Nyland for the Rangers. Into the corner, Janssens gets a stick on it to Nyland. Back to the point, James Patrick a drive. And that hit his teammate, Erickson, and the puck goes into the corner. Mark Janssens tries to dig it out. Janssens hangs on along the sideboards, and now it's cleared by Mark Ferner ahead on the left wing to Hunter. Dale Hunter ahead to Courtnall. Courtnall gets across the line. Left wing side. He goes to Kelly Miller. Miller chased by Ron Greschner, but Miller gets away. Back to Langway. Wrist shot off the stick of Rob Murray. It's played to the boards. Murray keeps it in. Now it's stolen from the side of the net by Courtnall, but the Rangers clear, and it's out of play. And there'll be a face-off coming up here with 13:10 remaining in this scoreless first period.
Minutes the Rangers have opened up with some good offensive chances. Jan Erickson back in the lineup after missing a number of games with a back injury, had the best opportunity. Watch the way Erickson is just going to shake himself free. Nobody for the Capitals picks him up. The coverage is on everybody else. And Erickson walks in front, and Don Beaupre has got to come up large.
Puck cleared out of the zone. Langway dumps it right back in, and Al May touches the puck in the corner, so it's offside Washington.
Well, Terry Murray keeping his forward lines intact. The same group he used last night. Ridley between Pavanka and Cicerelli. Hunter between Miller and Courtnall. Tucker centering for Joyce and Druce. Rob Murray between Berglund and Alan May. But wholesale changes for the New York Rangers. The only line that remains intact is that line with Nichols between Gartner and Troy Millette. The great unit that they've had of Ogrodnik, Kissio, and Mullen. That has been broken up with both Mullen and Kissio getting a rest tonight, while John Ogrodnik plays out there with Kevin Miller and Paul Broughton.
Here's Rouse ahead for Alan May on the right wing. Dumps it back inside the Ranger zone. Tim Berglund to the corner. He's bumped hard by Bloomberg to the corner boards. The puck thrown out to center ice and bounces back into the Washington end. Bill Holder tries to get rid of it. The Rangers are called offside, though, so there'll be a face-off in the neutral zone with 12:36 left to play in period one. Shot and a goal! Kelly Miller!
There is no substitute for extra effort. For the Caps, extra effort means solid results. And solid results are yours at Northern Virginia's Solid Savings Bank, Providence Savings. Providence offers free checking, ATMs that pay you, 6 different CDs, 5 money market plans, and over 40 home and construction loans. That's extra effort in banking. Providence Savings has 10 offices. Stop in today and let their extra effort give you a solid financial future. Providence Savings, your solid choice.
Play underway here at Madison Square Garden in New York. No score, first period. And the puck shot into the crowd after a tie-up at center ice. Bob Joyce and Joel Bloomberg jamming up right in front of the Washington players bench. Like some of the writers had to get out of the way in a hurry.
Went right off the face into the front row of the press box. And look at Bloomberg, and he's sporting one of those playoff beards, getting ready. So many players will grow the beard and not shave it until the team is eliminated from Stanley Cup competition. So as you can imagine, by the time you get to the finals, it looked like some guys looking like Grizzly Adams out there.
Up to center ice comes Darren Turcotte. He shoots it back into the Washington zone, and Beaupre slides the puck to the corner. That's right back to Turcotte. Rick Bennett trying to center the puck, but Bill Holder steals and sends it off the boards. Up to center ice now for John Tucker. Here's Tucker across the line. Tucker trying to center, and Bob Rouse a drive. That's kicked aside by Van Beesbrook. Back come the Rangers on the attack. On the right wing, Kerry Wilson. Stops at the blue line. Now tries to thread it over to Horshiva, and it's stolen there by John Druce. Druce hits Bob Joyce back at the blue line with a pass, and it's back inside the Ranger zone. Moeller pushes it ahead. Now Horsheva starts back to center. Miloslav Horsheva. And the Rangers offside ahead of him. Ogrodnik was the first player across the blue line into the Washington zone.
More and more ice time for Miroslav Horsheva in the absence of Brian Leetch. Leetch, of course, will miss the entire Stanley Cup playoffs with a broken ankle. But Horsheva is the man who can really rush the puck as well. Certainly not the quality of a Brian Leetch. As you see the shot from Bob Rouse, the second Capital shot on goal, but pretty good to have a guy who can handle the puck like Horsheva in reserve to fill in that spot. Of course, the Rangers getting back Randy Moeller. Will have back Hardy apparently by the start of the playoffs, and also Norman Rochefort, who's had a tremendous impact since his return late in the season from a broken leg. Here's a guy who I think is a perfect playoff type of defenseman. Tough in front, clears the net, a big, strong, physical defenseman, the type of guy who's going to be pressed into tremendous service in the playoffs.
Dino Ciccarelli on the wing, sends it over to Pavanka, and his shot gets away from Van Beesbrook, but it's rescued right in front of the goal. Now here's James Patrick, held up on the play. Gets it over to Mark Janssens. He works it out to center ice. Dino Ciccarelli to the blue line, and Nyland takes over and sends it out now for Mark Janssens. Janssens to the blue line of Washington. Drop pass Erickson. He tried to feed it over to Nyland, but the Capitals steal. Some stick swinging going on behind the play. Here's Pavanka into the corner. Caps changing on the fly. Centering pass. Grabbed, and the Rangers come back. Here's Janssens to center. He dumps it into the Washington zone. Langway to the corner after it. Rangers changing up as well. And here's Hatcher on the right side to center. Dumps it inside the New York zone. Bloomberg to the corner and flips it over the glass into the crowd.
Well, be sure to be with WDCA TV 20 on Thursday night for game number 1 of the Patrick Division Finals as they travel to the Meadowlands and take on the New Jersey Devils. It comes your way live at 7:30 p.m. right here on WDCA TV 20. The first game will be Thursday night. We'll have the second game of that series for you. With a day off, that'll be Saturday night. Then the Capitals start at home on Monday and Wednesday. And I understand number of good seats still available for those games. 432-0200, the phone charge number to pick up those tickets.
Puck cleared back to the point. Here's Langway over to Hatcher. Hatcher's shot knocked down by Van Beesbrook and played from in front by Rochefort back to the blue line. Hatcher keeps it in. Now Kelly Miller held up by Bloomberg behind the net. Dale Hunter takes the puck. Here's Hunter for Washington. Checked by Bloomberg. And Kevin Miller starts back for New York. Off the skates of Ogrodnik to center ice. And here's Hatcher to send it across the line. Bloomberg into the corner as Rochefort takes a run at Kelly Miller. And the puck cleared back to the Washington blue line. Langway bats it ahead for Dale Hunter. Hunter all the way into the corner, now drops it off for Langway. Langway ahead for Courtnall. Jeff Courtnall stick handling up to center and gets across the line into the Ranger zone. Courtnall throws it in the corner. It's behind the goal and picked up by Horsheva. Hunter right in there to mix it up. Pokes it free. Back to Courtnall at the point. Jeff Courtnall off the boards. Horsheva ties up, brings it to Millette. Here's Troy Millette skating to center to Horsheva across the Washington blue line. Rink wide pass. Bounces off the boards, and Bill Holder clears it ahead for Dale Hunter on the left wing. Hunter flips it across the line. It's caught by Van Beesbrook. Nichols tosses it rink wide. Rick Bennett moves it along. Mike Gartner skating inside the Washington zone, throws it wide of the Capitals goal. And here's Rob Murray to play it all the way down the ice. And with that backhand motion, as soon as the puck is touched here, icing is the call as Greshner picks it up. Scoreless hockey game here at the Garden in New York. 8:22 to go in the first play. I think much of the burden falls on his shoulders now after the absence of Leetch.
Definitely, because again, this is another man who can play an offensive-minded game from that blue line. Horsheva is one, James Patrick certainly the other, and it's a guy who's going to get plenty of ice time on the power play as well. And also down there, I mean, think about this. This is a defenseman right down there in front of the goaltender. Even though Roger Nielsen plays a rather conservative style, defensive style of play, he does give the green light to his defensemen when they think they've got an opening.
Here's Tim Berglund to the blue line of New York. Carries to the corner, checked by Greshner. The puck lies loose behind the goal, and it's kicked free from the skates of Berglund. The Rangers recover. Back comes Kerry Wilson up to center ice. Drives it into the Washington zone. In the corners, Kevin Hatcher. Plays it off the boards for Rob Murray. And Murray tips it all the way back to the blue line of New York. Rochefort to get it. Line change for the Capitals. And Rochefort sends it all the way down back into the Washington zone. Here is Mark Ferner. Up to John Tucker at center. Across the blue line. Back inside the Ranger zone. Van Beesbrook out of the goal to keep it going in the corner. But Tucker sends it right back to the side of the Ranger net. Now off the glass to the point. Kevin Hatcher can't keep it in. Millette comes back for New York. Out to Bernie Nichols. He drops it back now to Joel Bloomberg. Bloomberg fires into the Washington zone. Hatcher back of the goal. Right side corner now for John Druce. Druce leads it ahead, and Tucker keeps it going back inside the Ranger zone. Bloomberg over to Rochefort. Caps now have outshot New York 5-4. Here's Tucker to the blue line, poked free. Hatcher chasing it back for Langway. Kevin Hatcher ahead on the right wing side for John Druce. Throws it back into the Ranger corner. Here's Troy Millette to center. A pass behind Nichols. He goes back for it. And finally, Rochefort sends it to the Washington line. Recovered by Pivonka. And now taken by Ciccarelli. Dino Ciccarelli, poke check there. Here's Mike Gartner starting back. Gartner across the blue line to the Washington zone. And the Caps defense comes up. Millette has to take it back and now walks into the Washington end, firing, and it's just wide of the Capitals' goal. Played all the way back to center ice for Horsheva. Horsheva for New York. Bob Rouse takes over along the boards. Now Pivonka digs it free, right to Ciccarelli. Dino Ciccarelli pinned, and the puck comes loose to Mark Janssens. Janssens ahead to Randy Moeller. Moeller's long slap shot kicked aside by Don Beaupre. Here's Erickson trying to center in front, and Pivonka works that free to the point. Now it's cleared out of the zone. Ciccarelli has it on the right wing. He's in with Ridley across the blue line, but the Ranger defense comes up, and Horsheva starts it ahead to Erickson. Flipped across the line back into the Washington zone. The Caps come out on the attack. Here's Johansson cutting in, fires, and it's wide of Van Beesbrook. Courtnall and Nyland have something going behind the play. Here's Mike Ridley to play. Ridley with the puck. Back to the point for Mark Ferner. A shot! Oh, and a great glove save made by Van Beesbrook. Mark Ferner had that one ticketed for the glove side.
Van Beesbrook making the glove save on Mark Ferner. Ferner with 7 goals, 27 assists in Baltimore, ripping that drive. Now, they're not giving it as a shot on goal. From that angle, looks like it possibly could have been a little wide of the post, but you don't take a chance with something that is that close. And John Van Beesbrook, even though he was on his way down, picks up a very nice save. Mark Ferner getting the opportunity. Scott Kleinendorf, Neil Sheehy, and Scott Stevens, of course, out of the lineup tonight. Ferner called up from Baltimore today. Had a stint last Sunday, or 2 Sundays ago, in a game against the Minnesota North Stars.
Ferner up to center and leads the pass to Kelly Miller. He's pinned at the blue line of New York. Taken away by Greshner. Greshner out to Ogrodnik. Offside. Kevin Miller was in early on the left wing. Well, now with the Washington victory last night over New York, the Caps are now assured of a mark over 500 in the Patrick division. 17 wins, 16 losses, and a tie against the Patrick. They're also over 500 against the Adams at 8-6-1 and the Norris at 8-6-1. But don't ask about their record against the Smythe division. 2 wins, 10 losses, and 3 ties against those clubs from out west. Some pressure right in front of Beaupre. He reaches behind him and makes a glove save. Beaupre hangs on to keep the score here at 0-0.
My son Jeff, skateboard fanatic, music lover, guitarist, computer whiz, avid cyclist, football, basketball, hockey player, and all-star catcher. But there is one thing he'll drop everything for. Campbell's Chunky Soup. He loves it. Chunky has delicious chunks of vegetables and meat. And best of all, it's quick to satisfy. So Jeff can keep going without slowing down.
Campbell's Chunky Soup. The satisfying stuff that keeps you going.
Another member of a good hockey family, the Brontons. Paul, the younger brother of Neil and Aaron, both of them now playing for the Minnesota North Stars.
Puck cleared to center ice and beyond the stick of Alan May. It's taken by Greshner and thrown back to the Washington zone. Rouse ahead for Berglund. Dumps it across the line, back inside New York territory, and Van Beesbrook plays it off the glass. It gets away from May behind the net. He's in pursuit of James Patrick, but Patrick clears it out to center. Ogrodnik trying to dig it away from the skates of Berglund. Back into the corner goes Broughton. He can't center. And now Berglund takes over for Washington. Here comes the game's first penalty call. This will be 2 minutes for hooking. And it's going to put the New York Rangers up on the power play.
Well, Rob Murray, when Tim Berglund fell down, tried to help out. You see right there with the swing to it by Rick Bennett, trying to prevent Bennett from getting a good opportunity. Rob Murray swung that stick around and hooked Bennett down to the ice. Paul Stewart makes the call. And this New York Ranger power play that has been dynamite all year long comes on. Even though their overall league ranking is 5th, certainly respectable enough, they lead the National Hockey League in overall power play goals. And it's just an amazing story. 102 power play goals. That's the second most in New York Ranger team history. And adding a guy like Mike Gartner can only make that power play better.
Capitals 7th in the league while shorthanded at 81%. And the Rangers 5th in the league at 23% for this season. Kevin Hatcher shifts the puck ahead on the right wing side, and Mike Ridley stick handles to center ice. Ridley has it taken away, and now Gartner moves it back into the Washington zone. Rangers change up back on defense. Horsheva is out there now, along with Darren Turcotte. Horsheva goes right side. Turcotte stick handles to center. He's across the Washington blue line and sends a high hard one up off the glass behind Beaupre. Back to the point. Another slap shot. Beaupre gets an arm on it. Into the corner. Chased by Mike Gartner. And Beaupre shoves it beyond Johansson. And the Rangers still control the puck. Here's Gartner. Checked by Hatcher. Back to the point. Turcotte into the corner again. Off a skate. A rebound. A loose puck. Gartner was stopped from right in front by Don Beaupre. Now a centering pass, and Millette couldn't get a shot off. Pivonka was hooking him. Here's Calle Johansson up the boards for Pivonka. Pivonka feeds it over to Berglund, and he starts back shorthanded. Out to center. Dumps it across the line, back into the Ranger zone. There's going to be a penalty call here for tripping as Berglund was hit right at the New York blue line. And with 25 seconds left in the Murray penalty, each team will have 4 skaters. When Rob Murray comes back, the Capitals will be on the power play.
Well, I think what Paul Stewart is saying, that there was no reason for Turcotte to go low like that. If he stays up and just hits Tim Berglund body to body, that's fine. But when he went down and tried to cut the legs out from Berglund, it's not really a hip check. Tripping is the call then, and the Capitals will have their power play when the final 25 seconds of the Murray call expires.
17:58, the time of this penalty, which is only the second call made in the first period. Rangers have outshot the Caps 9-6 at this point in the game. And Rob Murray will be out soon to present Washington with a manpower advantage. Bob Joyce is on the ice for Washington, along with John Tucker. Tucker leans in to work the faceoff, but Mark Janssens kicks it free to James Patrick. Billy Holder back along with Bob Rouse on the blue line. Here's Rouse to Holder, back to Bob Rouse. Rouse up to center, gives to Tucker. Penalty about to expire. And as Rob Murray comes back, Washington now out there with a man advantage. Caps 19th in the league at 17%. Ranger penalty killers 14th in the league at 79%. The Rangers' Darren Turcotte had the lone power play goal of last evening's 3-goal contest. Neither of the Washington goals came with a manpower advantage. Puck played along the sideboards, and Janssens clears it all the way down. We're in the final minute of play here in this first period. Hunter on the left wing to Pavanka, and has it taken away. Back come the Rangers on the attack. Now out to center ice. The puck cleared all the way down by Broughton to the Washington zone. Beaupre leaves it behind the net. Kevin Hatcher, long pass. It's too far for Dale Hunter. Cap starting a line change. Here's Hatcher ahead to Courtnall. Cross-checked at center by Miller, but gets it loose. Over to Ridley. Now back to Dino Ciccarelli. At the point for Kevin Hatcher. Hatcher with it. Sets up, now skates to center point, and delivers a pass to Bob Rouse. In the corner to Ciccarelli. Back to Hatcher. Over to Courtnall. Right in front for Dino Ciccarelli, and he's chased to the sideboards. Brings it loose to Courtnall, and it's off his stick all the way down from Ridley. That'll end the penalty, and as well it will end the period. Shots on goal in the first 20 minutes of play. The Rangers 9 and the Washington Capitals with 6. And no score between the Caps and the Rangers after 20 minutes of play. More live exclusive hockey coverage comes your way after these messages right here on WDPA.